I'm Wendy.
I'm Steve. And this is Pippin.
And together we're the Happy Travellers.
We've come out at Montreuil-sur-Mer to walk around the historic Ramparts. We're going to take you along with us. In yesterday's video you saw us around the market and the lovely town, but this time we're going on the historic walk around the, I think it's the city wall, the high street up from the market there, and there's this little alleyway. It has a map of the ramparts here and all the bits and pieces that you should see, but it does say danger high ramparts. But let's get going up this little lane. It's just off the main high street really. There's a nice handrail if you're not able to pull yourself up with your legs. You can pull yourself along with the handrail a bit there. It starts to level out and it gets up, and I think we're going to be able to overlook where we are parked in the air, because I can just see over the wall there the crane from the building site that we are parked next to. There's a little sign here. It says the many benefits of delayed grass cutting: reduction in pesticide use, improvement in safety of the ramparts, reintroduction of plants that have already disappeared, greater respect for nature's cycle, cost savings for the municipality by reducing use of fossil fuels. And I think they mean sort of that right to the edge, and I suppose we're going to see a bit of that as we go on. Looks like a log store there. Oh, probably a bug hotel, as it were, insect hotel. There's a sort of forest track there. I don't know whether we go down that way or up this one. I might go to the same place. Here we are. Oh yes. So there's the air you can see down that way, and all the building site here. There's a lot of building going on. But that's how close we are to the ramparts, just round the corner. In the distance there you can see the church spire. It's quite a famous church. I don't know much about it. Yes, it's a very high wall with a bit of a drop off there. Whoop. Down that way. Just so you know, I'm not looking over there, I'm just extending the camera on a selfie stick over that way. As I say, this is about a 3 kilometre walk, so just short of 2.5 miles. We saw online that somebody said it takes 25 minutes to walk around, but you've got to be on the fit side, haven't you, to keep up a 5 mile an hour pace. But all around there, that's not us. So this is not going to take us 20-25 minutes. This will be more like an hour. There's a sort of lookout section there. Just pop down there, sort of semicircular. There you can see where we've walked along there. And you get these beautiful scenic views of the surrounding countryside. Oh, well, I think we're very lucky to have a nice sunny day. And for those who are interested, let's just look over the side. Ooh. There. Yeah. Back up to the main rampart. Back up to the view of the church there, and over the village, over the town. Nice little pink house just in the foreground there. Pink used to be a very popular colour in England in Victorian times, I think. And further back in history, when babies were born, it used to be pink for boys and blue for girls. Not quite sure when that changed, because now, traditionally, you would say blue for boys and pink for girls, and for no real good reason. We've just got a lot of countryside views, but isn't it beautiful? And we're so lucky to have the sunshine with us. There's the lower path there, some more country, the dirt track, and then this one is the concrete or tarmac pathway. I understand that this is made in the shape of a star. I'll see if I can find a picture I can show of that. People's gardens down there, or probably allotments, is there, or away from houses. And we've got people's houses. I think that's probably the back of the market square, maybe just there. And we're getting closer to the church actually. So I would think the church is going to be inside the rampart walls. Walking along, I was saying that was the back of the market square, and there's that's the market square down there, and there's some steps up to the ramparts from the market, or going to the market if you're already up here. Down there is the lower rampart walk. Walked another few hundred yards and seeing some lovely scenery. I think that's a school just there, with the church over in the background. The sky seems to be getting bluer and bluer, and lots and lots of sunshine. That makes us very happy. Not quite sure what that is in the background there. But there's a picture just here, so maybe it'll tell us what it is. There's a little seat, to my mind, facing the wrong way. It's facing away from the view, facing that. There, I don't know what that is. But let's have a look. Yeah, I think it is this. What is this? This is the La Chartreuse. Let's get you a picture of that so you can read. Pause it there, and then that's the whole place, and it's that place out there. So you get to know all about that. I'll read that and translate it later, I think. But that seat I think that seat should face that way rather than facing that way, because that's all you're seeing there, all the buildings. It's a nice little view, trees and stuff, but it might be better to face out to the view. No wonder they said danger high ramparts. Easy if you weren't careful to step off the edge of that, isn't it? The apartment blocks here, and we're here above the tops of the trees. Look at that. But they have all these little pathways down, which is quite nice. Makes it very accessible because they have sort of ramps and some of them are steps. It's quite accessible. Big main road over there on the horizon. There's some very big buildings here, just on the outer edge of the town. Well, as we walk a bit further round, there's another little, I would call a sort of lookout point that juts out. Probably part of the structure that keeps it all upright. But they planted all these trees out here. We've got a little pathway that goes there. It's a little diversion because it just goes round these trees, but gives you a bit of a different view. Isn't that lovely? As you come out to the furthest point of that pathway. And take the scenery in. Absolutely stunning. Isn't it lovely to be up high and see the ground below you into the distance? You've got all this really, really pleasant landscape and trees out that way, but then you've got the town right there, and you can get from the town up to the rampart just there. Amazing. You can have a look back at those trees on the bit that juts out there. I don't know what that would be called. Let's just go round and have a look at those. Wow, isn't that lovely? Yeah. I think the view from the other side of those trees is better. Yeah. So as we go along, we've got another buttress. I think that's what we might call the buttress type thing going out. I'm sure you'll let me know what that might be. So this is the wall here, and then we've got that sort of semicircular piece going out, and I think it's to help support it when there's a slight change of direction, and it'd add to the fortification, wouldn't it? I think, because if you're out on that bit as a defending force, you can then see right along the wall. So back in the day, as it were, you'd be up here and you can see right along. So if anyone's trying to approach from down here, you'd be able to pour oil on them or shoot them with arrows or whatever else, or throw rocks to stop them invading. There's another sort of landmark picture here. Here's the write-up. Oh, let's get that there. Pause that and read about it. And then we've got the picture. The Sucrerie d'Atin, La Canche, that's a river, Neuville-sur-Montreuil, Le Gare, is that the station? Yeah. Le Marais, Blockhouse de la Gare, and Le Marais again. But that's the, I think that's the view you're getting over that way. So that would take all that in. I don't know whether, oh yeah, huh. I was going to say, I don't know whether I can see the railway station. It's there. That's the railway station there, because you can see the train tracks just there. And they go off into the distance under the bridge there. That's quite nice to see that. Le Canche is a river which in times gone by apparently has silted up and therefore prevented this from being nearer to the seaside. I don't know how true that is, but that's the little bit of research I've done. But look at this is such a beautiful landscape and such a beautiful walk along the ramparts. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know. More of the town here. Bonjour. And another buttress sticking out. And I guess they have them all around. This looks more of the sort of forest path here. Oh, it looks like a car park just there. I suppose you could drive to there and park up. Looks like more housing just in the distance there. You can see through the trees in the centre of the frame there. You can see more sort of apartment blocks, I think. Yeah, there's a car park here. Well, I suppose people do drive along a bit. I'm not quite sure how far around we are, but I'm really enjoying the walk going round. It's interesting everywhere. So as you walk around, there's lots of different sort of angles and views you can see. This is over that way. You've got Chapelle Saint-Austebert and Chapelle de l'Hôtel Dieu. That way. I suppose that's that building, those buildings there. And there's the map of the rampart there. Oh, nice big straight road going down there. That lovely. This gets really close to the edge. There's a little church down there. Well, I assume it's a church, but this seat is facing the right way, isn't it? Look at that. You could sit here and look out along here to your heart's delight. Look at that. I think there's another church in the background there as well. That definitely looks like a church down there. Oh, there's a roadway down there that goes under the ramparts.
Look.
What's that?
Cut the motorhome park there. That looks like an air there.
Oh, it might well be.
Yes. I wonder.
It does look like an air.
Yes, definitely.
Right over there, yeah.
We'll have to have a look at that.
And this is where the roadway goes underneath the ramparts. And I'm just going to get to see that sign there, because I think that tells you a lot about it. Yeah. Just get the writing so we can see that later, and then lots of sunshine on that, getting my shadow in the way. Yeah. Porte Boulogne. That's the bridge underneath, and then Tour Blanche, Moulin de Baston, Église San Jose au Val is that churchy thing. There you go, and that's what you can see around that way. And then the pathway goes down. There's a lovely red building with cafe written on the side of it. Yeah, you can get down to that just there, and you go down that dip, and you'll come to the cafe. Oh, lovely picnic bench areas. I think the cafe is no more, or it's closed today. There it is, nice little building. The lovely picnic benches there. Oh, they've got seats facing both ways here. I've never seen seats like that before. Not quite like that. I've seen seats placed back to back, but this is sort of one frame and a seat on both sides. Oh, interesting. Not seen that before. Then we've got a little hill to walk up. Still on the ramparts. There's another little entrance to the ramparts there. And it says no vehicles to be up there. You get to walls like this. I'm quite short, 5'6", so I always like to look over walls like that. Gives you a better view of stuff. What's over? Oh, people's gardens, bit of waste ground. Yeah. And that looks like somebody's garden there, with a walkway through the middle. More seats over here. There's sort of tree-lined walks, and they've got the pavement, and you see people have walked naturally up the dirt track as well. As you get to the top of that hill, you come to a bit of the rampart. The rampart sort of walk is there, but then it comes in away from the wall, and got the wall with the holes in, probably defensive for shooting arrows and stuff like that. But then there's this whole new piece here on the, well, that would be the lower rampart. We're going to go round. There's a sign over there. It probably tells you a bit about the new part, or the renovated wall there. But again, more picnic benches. Beautiful place. There's another gateway there. I don't know whether the gateway is the way to go, or whether that takes you outside of the wall. And it seems like there's a little garden here. Might just have a little look at what that is. That's a religious monument. That's what it is. And then over here, Notre Dame de Grâce, protectress de la cité, 39 to 45. There you go. I think that's probably Mary and Jesus protecting the city. And there it points to the Office of Tourism, Hotel de Ville and the theatre. But that's all back at the Market Square. The ramparts are over there now, but the walkway's here. So we're going to walk, keep to this pathway. We can see the rampart that went round that way. Seems odd that the high rampart seems to be over that side now. And that, I guess that would have been the moat to stop intruders getting in. There's steps up, just there, 4 steps down, that thing, and a bridge across. Beautiful, beautiful scenery, even with the cars and the buildings in the back. It's so lovely. Let's get down and have a look at that bridge, and if we go in that way, I think that'll probably take us back into the rampart walk there. A couple of people coming out, and there's a map here. Cafe across the road. Closed, I think. So here's the big map, and yeah. So we're here. It says up there, D is you are here. I'm still none the wiser which way to go, but we're going to go. Oh, here we are. There's some. No, I don't know. I can't read the French, so well, I can read it, but I can't understand it. We go over the bridge. You can hear Pippin clattering along behind there. This is the bridge we were looking at from over that way, and the little arch gateway. I'm sure that would have been a moat. Oh, there's another sign down here, give you a bit more of a clue. So we've been walking over that way, on that wall there. Seems like we might have to go into there, but we'll have a look. This is Escapades Medievals. Oh, you can go to different areas. So that's where we are there in Montreuil-sur-Mer, and you've got Le Touquet up there, and Bec, which we or Burke we mentioned over there. Those are the closest beaches, because you can go straight up that road to Le Touquet. And there's what it says about it. Pause that and read it. And here we go. We're going to have a try to go through this gateway. I don't know if that's the right way to continue. Maybe that's a tennis or bull or pétanque or whatever. Some sort of court. It's got those posts at either end, so it's probably tennis, isn't it? Yeah. Let's have a look and see what this is about. Oh, bienvenue. Oh, that's an entrance. Medieval escapades. This might be a paid thing. Let's go and find out. We went through the archway and it's a paid castle tour, which we're not really much interested in, so we come back across the bridge and we're going to turn right up past the little cafe, the Montreuil cafe here. It's a salon de thé and patisseries. Very nice. You can't beat a French pastry, really. Somebody was saying, when we were looking earlier, somebody was saying that they do a stunning mille-feuille in the patisserie. I'm not sure we'll have time to get one. There, that's what we're looking at there. And let's just bring you up there, and you can see for real. Oh, that thing there, right in the centre, that looks like a slingshot. That'd easily ward off people, wouldn't it? Where it says, oh yeah, it shows the slingshot there, give you a bit of a wider view of that. La Bricole, the slingshot. So they've got the seats here, picnic bench. We're going to be going off up to the higher path. I'll take the low road and you take the high, no, I'll take the high road. None of us are taking the low road, it's too muddy. We're going to go along and have a look at this. Spotted something interesting just there. So, a little bit down in the dip. Oh, there's a sign down there as well. The little peephole. It must be that's an arrow slot, isn't it? For the archers to shoot arrows through. Yeah, let's just have a look on here. You can pause that and read. I don't know what it says, but it seems like the sunshine's coming through that little slot there. So we've got a way down there. Let's have a little look down that way. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah. And then have a look out of the little arrow slots there. It might be, I don't know. I'll have to translate the French there. Tour de la poterne. I don't know what, maybe that's called a poterne. I don't know. Got a modern house there. I've got a pattern on the wall from the sunshade. And stark contrast to the very old stone building of the Rampart wall. You get to the top, coming up into the sunshine, and we can see more of the surroundings. That's the little place that was called the poterne, I think, with the arrow slots in and a little walkway down. I'm not getting any closer than that. I'm not great with heights. But there's more of them here. You can see the little slots in modern houses, mixed in with the old, and a nice bench there looking out over the countryside. It's a good mix of old and new, I think. This is this one. It's the same as the other one, I think, that we looked at a minute ago. It's covered in, and there's a little walkway down, steps down. It looks a bit mucky down here. I don't know if you can see through the. Oh yeah, that goes down and down and down. Looks Looks like it's been renovated. I don't know where that, maybe that goes to the bottom. Down there. Yeah, that's a long way down, isn't it? So maybe it goes down that way. But they've got these nice benches along. It's nice to see, to look out over this quite a flat landscape. Green fields, a few trees, a house or two in the background. And I think we're going down onto that bit after we go past this other, I'm going to call it a poterne, because that's what it was, that's what the sign said back there. I don't know whether that's right or wrong. We'll see if we can translate it. This is also covered in with the little steps going down, and that'll no doubt be locked as well. Yeah, go out onto these and look around. Look at that. Wow, stunning landscapes. And we're going to go down that way, I think, around the wall there. Some older buildings on that side. Not such great architecture, but you know, looks like a bit higgledy-piggledy put together. These look more 1960s than anything else, but very old walls around. Wow. Go off the edge of there, couldn't you? Yeah, that's where we were. Another bit of signage down here. Oh, I think we're so lucky to be able to do this, just walk around and see these wonderful things and places we've never been before. There's the little dirt track that you could follow all the way around, as we have followed the pathway. And this is another viewpoint where you can see all the bits and pieces. Give you the wording down there, and then a wider shot, and then get you to, and then you can see the real landscape. Give you a bit of a comparison. Might be able to spot some of the things on there if you pause the video. It's getting less interesting now, because this is the sort of flat fields outlook. We're not getting so much of the town and surrounding buildings, apart from over this side. We've got those buildings there. They're sort of home dwellings and so on. Bonjour. And well, this looks closed off now. They're sending us down onto the muddy path and then back up onto that wall. I think maybe the bit collapsed, I don't know. We'll have a oh, there's some trees that have been felled and cut down. Maybe they were blown over, but this is that's a closed off bit of fencing there that would have gone straight off the edge. More seats. Really nice to see we've got the 3 cut down trees there. They're probably blown over in the wind and they've been dealt with, as it were, to clear away. Modern houses. Then we're on the mud path, or the more country track. I think this would be called the lower ramparts. The upper rampart will be up there, but I think that's designated as dangerous, probably, or even more dangerous than the other parts, because the fenced off comes around here, and then we go up back onto the upper track here. Onto the top track here, looking back on the pathway that we went to just about there. It looks like a bit of the roadway or the pathway has collapsed. I'm not quite sure. Try and get a better look at that. Yeah, looks like it's collapsed, and they've closed it off back down to here, and they've closed that off as well. They've chopped 3 trees down, but maybe they blew over in the wind and damaged the pathway, or there's more. There's just these modern buildings right next to this clearly very old rampart walk. They look like 1960s, maybe 50s, maybe. And we've got, I've no idea how far round we are in relation to where we started. But it says, 4 minutes to the theatre down that way. So we must be fairly close to being back. Lovely little alleyway. You can go down there. Wendy's considering. Wendy likes a back alleyway. You never know what's going to be at the end of it. This is just ordinary. Trees growing up, little hut down there, modern buildings here, and I think we'll turn left at the end of here. As we turn left, and what I've spotted in the background is the crane from the building site, I think. So we've come in a big circle. Oh, here we are. This is the high street here of where we started. And so that was the Montreuil-sur-Mer rampart walk. And here we are at the market square. In the distance, the hotel Ramparts, and we're going to head down to the Grand Place. I think, or one of the other cafes. See if we can get a beer. We hope you've enjoyed that Ramparts walk, wasn't it? Yeah.
Beautiful. The best scenery and
ease of walking that I've been on for a long time.
Really, really
Yes,
nice.
so interesting.
Hope
Lots
you've
of things
enjoyed
to
it.
learn about on the way. So.
Yeah. And we stopped for a couple of beers in the pub, Dougal's pub, just on the square there. Very, very nice, good service. And Wendy's bought some mille-feuille, haven't you?
Well, the shop is famous for them on the square, so I thought, well, we
Here
ought
we
to
are.
try them.
Yeah.
They're wrapped up lovely. There we are.
These are the mille-feuille that we're going to have. They're sellotaped underneath. Oh, lordy. Oh, don't spill them. Yeah. Trying to get them open, but I'm frightened of throwing them everywhere. Okay, so here you get a bit of a preview of them. Mille-feuille. I'm not sure they are mille-feuille. Yeah, apparently they're famous. So I think we're going to enjoy those after we've had our chicken for dinner, aren't we?
Yes, that's right. Chicken from the market. Yes. Yep.
Well, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. But it's goodbye from us for
Yes.
now, and we're going to see you in the next one.
Bye-bye, everyone, and thank you for watching.